Right now, on an American highway, a truck just passed someone's house that weighs more than 50 cars combined. Another truck is so impossibly long it doesn't fit in most parking lots, and one carries double the federal weight limit, completely legally. Most drivers have no idea these machines exist, but today you're going to see the 10 most insane trucks on American roads, and you'll never look at the highway the same way again. The federal limit is 80,000 pounds, but some states have rewritten the rules. Michigan allows 164,000 pounds. South Dakota allows 171,000 pounds. These aren't exceptions or test vehicles. These are real trucks you can see today. This is what happens when engineering meets opportunity. At number 10, we start with pure spectacle. The Nicolas Tractomas holds the Guinness World Record as the largest road truck ever built. This French monster weighs 71 tons when completely empty. Just sitting there. It has 1,150 horsepower and rides on 48 giant tires. Each tire is 5.9 feet tall, taller than most people. Each one weighs 3.9 tons. That's the weight of a car, but it's just a tire. When this truck moves, the ground trembles. It can haul over 1,320,000 pounds. The Tractomas doesn't compete with trucks. It competes with trains. When loads are too heavy for everything else, when the impossible becomes necessary, they call this. But one American trucker looked at the Tractomas and thought differently. At number 9, meet the Red Giant, built by trucker Brian Dax. This custom truck is 93 feet long with the trailer attached. When it pulls into a parking lot, people stop what they're doing. It's longer than most apartment buildings are tall. The sleeper cab alone takes up 20 feet. Inside, there's a shower, toilet, entertainment center, and hardwood floors. Satellite TV and Wi-Fi like a fancy apartment. But Brian Dax didn't just build a truck. He built a rolling home. Massive LED screens light up the outside at night. For Trucker and his family, this isn't a vehicle, it's life on the road. It's proof that innovation isn't always about bigger engines. Sometimes it's about reimagining what a truck can be. While most engineers chase pure horsepower, at number 8 is the truck that redefined power itself. The Mack Titan carries the most powerful production engine ever built. This heavy hauler produces 780 horsepower and 2,800 pound-feet of torque. Those numbers belong on dragsters and industrial equipment, not road trucks. But the Titan was engineered for something impossible, hauling loads up to 440,000 pounds. That's like pulling 5 fully loaded 18-wheelers chained together. The frame is reinforced beyond normal limits. The suspension system absorbs forces that would buckle regular truck parts instantly. Mining companies call the Titan when they need to move 200-ton equipment across roads. This truck exists because some loads are too heavy for normal trucks and too urgent for trains. It's engineering at the edge of what's physically possible. At number 7, the International Lone Star was Navistar's biggest truck ever built. Production ended in 2024, cementing its legend. The Cummins X15 diesel produced up to 605 horsepower and 2,050 pound-feet of torque. The tractor alone weighed up to 60,600 pounds before adding any cargo. Wheelbase options stretched from 167 to 280 inches. This gave operators the power to haul everything from standard freight to oversized loads that normal trucks couldn't touch. The Lone Star combined heavy hauler power with long-haul comfort. Its discontinuation didn't hurt its reputation. It immortalized it. Now here's where it gets interesting. At number 6 is the truck you've seen thousands of times on every interstate. The Freightliner Cascadia is the most common truck on American highways. You probably passed one today, but the heavy-spec version hides something most drivers never know. The Detroit DD16 engine pushes up to 615 horsepower and 2,215 pound-feet of torque. This makes it one of the most powerful trucks on any highway, yet it looks ordinary. It hauls 80,000-pound loads up mountain grades without breaking a sweat. The Cascadia's real genius is that it doesn't look special. It doesn't look extraordinary. That 615 horsepower engine is disguised as everyday business. Thousands of them are on the road right now, and most drivers have no idea what they're next to. At number 5, the Kenworth W990 looks like it should be in a museum, and that's intentional. Owner-operators choose this truck not because it's new, but because it feels real. No plastic interiors, no digital screens everywhere, Just honest machinery with an 86-inch studio sleeper. Basically a tiny apartment on wheels. Bed, shower, kitchen, living room. For Trucker and his family, this isn't a vehicle, it's home. They drive for months, park at night, and live inside it. The W990 recognizes something most truck manufacturers ignore. The people driving these trucks aren't commuting, they're living. At number 4, the Peterbilt 389 has been the king of heavy haul for decades. This is one of the largest production trucks in America. The Cummins X15 engine produces up to 605 horsepower and 2,050 pound-feet of torque. The tractor alone weighs over 52,000 pounds before adding cargo. It's built with a stretched frame and sleeper cabs up to 78 inches. The 389 hauls oil rigs, construction equipment, and oversized loads across the American West. It handles terrain and weights that would destroy normal highway trucks instantly. Driving one signals you handle loads no one else can. It's not just a truck, it's a status symbol. At number 3, turnpike doubles are two 48-foot trailers pulled by one tractor. They stretch up to 120 feet long and weigh 147,000 pounds. These 9-axle combinations operate on highways in Florida, the Northeast, Midwest, and Northern Plains. At 120 feet, they're longer than a Boeing 737 airplane, longer than most buildings. Sharing a highway lane with one is an experience most drivers never forget. One tractor pulling two trailers replaces two separate trucks. This cuts fuel costs and road congestion roughly in half, but operating a 120-foot vehicle requires planning every turn and lane change miles ahead. Drivers need special training beyond normal truck licenses, but some states created something even more extreme. At number 2, South Dakota has no gross weight limit on non-interstate roads, only a bridge formula requirement that controls weight distribution across axles. Carriers exploited this by creating 17 axle combinations weighing 171,000 pounds. More than double the federal limit. They use double trailers each 45 feet long with axles stacked underneath. South Dakota proved the federal weight limit isn't a law of physics. It's a political agreement. When states set their own rules, trucks get bigger and loads get heavier. 171,000 pounds proves that 80,000 pounds isn't a ceiling. It's just what we decided to accept. At number 1 is the truck that broke the rules and actually proved it was right, the Michigan Centipede. 164,000 pounds. Double the federal limit. But here's what blows your mind. It actually damages roads less than normal trucks. How? Michigan engineers did something radical. They didn't just make a truck bigger, they made a truck smarter. They spread the weight across 44 wheels instead of 18. Same cargo, same total weight, but half the road damage. Which means Michigan proved something that changes everything. The 80,000-pound federal limit isn't based on physics. It's based on politics. It's based on what we agreed to believe was possible. When you have the engineering to back it up, you can rewrite those agreements. The Centipede isn't just the heaviest truck on the road. It's proof that progress doesn't come from following the rules. It comes from understanding why the rules exist, and then building something that makes the rules obsolete. These 10 trucks are real machines on real roads. Next time you see one on the highway, and you will see one, you'll understand what you're looking at. You'll know it's not just a truck, it's an idea. An idea that the rules we think are fixed aren't really fixed. That bigger, heavier, more powerful isn't always wrong. And that when engineers are allowed to think differently, the world gets more interesting. So I want to know, which one shocked you the most? Drop a comment below. And if you want to keep seeing videos about the insane machines hiding on American roads, subscribe, hit the bell, and keep watching.